Shit, boys. Apparently this was a league game. This must be relatively old. Good old Torpid casting a game 3 months after I was given the replay. It might only be 2 months, let's be realistic here, but we've got TheCrydd playing as the Chaos Lord, and he's going to be up against his arch nemesis, the Force Commander. He's going to be played by Kingfisher. We're on Fen Dunlock, which is why I'm casting this, really. I want to see how this plays out on this 1v1 map. I feel like these garrisons in the center here are going to be really annoying. Wait, is he? Oh my god, I was going to say, is he taking the garrison? No, he's not. He's just running behind it for some reason. But yeah, Heretic's obviously not going to be able to do anything to this early on. Whereas the scouts... Oh wow, he's running triple scouts. Okay, that's interesting. You'd have to assume the combi bolter on the Chaos Lord then is going to be quite a high priority pick. We'll see if Krydd goes for that or not. Is going to be very annoying in the mid. Honestly, against the triple scouts and the garrisons in the mid, I'd be going grenade launchers for sure. Well, at least one, you know. One grenade launcher squad upgrade. But yeah, not a good engagement there, just walking into a whole bunch of fire. But he doesn't actually lose any models, which is nice. CSM probably want to retreat to the garrison. Are they going to go for this one? Maybe. Fishing for some fire on the move shots against these scouts, I suppose. Chaos Lord's already in range stance. Oh wow, fast scout Sarge. Kills the CSM model, but not really going to do a whole lot more than that. Could probably have kept them in there for quite a bit longer, but I guess it's risky. You're fighting triple scouts. There could always be another scout coming along with another grenade. It's probably not a bad idea, to be honest, just to get out of there. Indeed, it is going to be a fast combi bolter, and it's going to be devastators for Kingfisher. So these heretics so far are uncontested, but they're going to get pushed off now. A whole lot of bolters. Some shotguns coming out as well. Yeah, no upgrades on the FC as you'd expect, given that there are devastators and upgrades on the scouts. Got Eternal War on the CSM, no grenade launchers yet. The CL is going to be a serious problem here. Not having tactical marines to output some DPS to him at long range, and you know, they have more health, they've got heavy infantry, so the combi bolter's not scary. It's a problem. And Devastators will do something. Right now this is a good position. The CL probably should not be capping under Devastator fire. Looks like an attempted nid there is going to maybe kill one model or so. Oh god, retreating right through the Battlecry special there. It was not the best retreat timing there from TheCrydd. And yeah, the CL gets the decap, but he lost a lot of HP for that. I really don't think it's worth it, because this guy basically is more or less immortal. As far as the scouts are concerned, like, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take the whole triple scouts to force him off, basically. So still no upgrades on the heretics. I really think some geo ticks would be quite valuable here. I guess economically he's never really had a chance, because he's only just getting the raptors out now. You can see here, even in range stance, this guy's such a pain. Good deterrent though in the vengeance rounds. That'll certainly help. Should be a really good engagement. Raptor's obviously just going to force off the devs here. Yeah, the shotgun scouts have already lost 2 models from the CSM. We've got some reinforcing shotgun scouts coming in. Is there any anti-garrison? No, there isn't. See, this is the problem. Technically, these scouts could have just gotten the garrison. No grenade launchers. The CL is damn bot. Artificer armor now on the Force Commander, make him a bit tankier. And TheCrydd only just getting his 3rd gen now, which seems a little bit late. Feels like Kingfisher's had his for ages. Makes sense though, obviously he's gone for scouts and devs, which are cheaper than CSM and Raptors, so. Didn't fully reinforce these scouts, which is not great. They're already quite low on HP. Chaos Lord at this point probably wants to be forcing melee. He does 100% fire on the move, so he does just as much damage whilst he's running into melee with that gun as he does stood there at range. Oh, nice flank there from the Raptors. We're not going to be able to see any sort of gen bash here. The game is a bit too even for that, but Dev's taking the garrison there, but there's a Chaos Lord, so he can use his Immolate. It's kind of risky. The Devs are going to set up. He's taking too long. What is he doing? Wow, he took really long. He could have used that from further away. I don't know why he took so long. And he should have kept the Raptors in play to bait the attack from the Devastators as well. But fair play to TheCrydd, you know, he's microing all over the place. Heretics are here. Heretics are here. Oh, and they even wiped the scout because Kingfisher was too focused on the mid. Heretics just catching the scout there and wiping it. Nice. Raptors delaying with their suppression here and avoiding getting grenaded somehow. I don't know how. That's the scariest thing, man, fighting these scouts. Like, look right now. You're in the retreat path of a full energy scout squad. That could be a grenade, and that could be a wipe squad. Here we go. Can Kingfisher do it? Can he do it? No, he's not even attempting. Okay, now he is. A bit late. Yeah, well, not way too late. He got 4 models, but I don't know why he waited so long. I feel like right there would have been a nice easy spot. But hey, he got 4 models. But that could very well have been just a squad wipe. Against a better player, that would be Heretic squad wiped. That's why it's really risky to go for non-AC ticks versus this kind of build. Alright, well, they're both in tier 2. TheCrydd has stockpiled quite the amount of resources. I feel like if the Razorback came out and he's seen it, he'd go for the Dreadnought, not the Bloodletters. But it's a pretty easy one too. He can still go for the Bloodletters and get the Dreadnought afterwards. My god, that was a slow reaction. For God's sake. Just seeing the Heretic squad's life flash before my eyes then when that grenade was winding up. And a couple of Heretics lost their life, but at least it wasn't the entire squad. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on the Devastators now. We've got Raptors and we've got Bloodletters, but there's no counter right now to the Razorback. However, if we look at the economy, TheCrydd can be getting a Dreadnought out real soon. So that would be kind of obvious. And then if he goes for Power Fist to counter the Dreadnought, you can get Drain Life and your Chaos Lord. He should be in a pretty good spot, actually, compositionally. Alternatively, he could go for Plague Marines, and then he'll have a big stockpile of power. But I think it's worth it. You know, we've got Vengeance rounds. Make him lose that. Make him swap to the last cannon. And, yeah. Dreadnought will counter this Razorback pretty well. Because you got the Corn Worship, the Dreadnought's actually a lot better against the Razorback than it would be with Nurgle or Tzeentch, because you can just force melee with a +2 speed. I mean, Jesus, right now the Bloodletters are doing a lot of work onto the Razorback. But it's not ideal, it's more just of a stalling play. You definitely don't want to be bleeding Bloodletter models, which he might soon. Yeah, he just retreats, fair enough. I mean, he could have phased out, but he didn't actually have any real... Well, there's no Heretics nearby. Let's see, will these Raptors force them off without eating a grenade? 1 model. 2 models. 2 models taking damage there, but no model losses, so it's not a big deal. Oh, now they might lose a model, actually. Yep. Yep. So annoying, man, dealing with this mobile SM play. Needs some more worship usage, I think. So it's going to be the Thunderhammer. Well, that's because Kingfisher hasn't seen the Dreadnought yet. He's just thinking, how do I deal with Bloodletters? But might be regretting that. I don't know, it depends. Like I said, if he goes for the Power Fist anyway, it can be quite easily countered by the Drain Life ability from the Chaos Lord. So he'll probably get some good value out of the Thunderhammer anyway, just keep him away from the Chaos Lord. So, is that a Zenith Dreadnought? Oh my god, it is. Wow, heavy commitment to trying to kill a Razorback. A Mark of Zenith Dreadnought. So what's that, like 130, 140 power, something like that? I mean, he shoots off the Frenzied Barrage, gets a nice little bit of suppression in there, and hilariously one of the missiles actually hits that scout. But no follow-up yet. Not sure why there's no Raptor AC. Right now, the Zenith Dreadnought should definitely be forcing melee. So there was a last cannon there, which is why he was staying in play for so long, but... Ooh, wiping the Bloodletters with the grenades. Yep. Nearly killed his own scout squad, but actually ends up working out beautifully. So he wipes the Bloodletters, but he loses the Razorback. But the enemy did go for a Mark of Zenith Dreadnought, so honestly this Dreadnought is not really very helpful right now. I mean, it's not awful, it's got the underslung bolter and it's obviously got that claw, but it's not terrifying. The splash damage of the autocannon would be a lot better against the scouts, that's for sure. And another dead Raptor model. Really? Another CSM squad? That's interesting. Honestly, might have been a time to go tier 3. I don't know how the scouts got to that level of HP without losing a model sooner. But we've got our last cannon set up here, and the Dreadnought doesn't appear to have realised, for the Emperor has been dropped in it for more damage. Oh, this is going to be a dead Dreadnought. Where is the Heretic support, man? There needs to be some Khorne worship here, but nah, he's got no chance. Dead. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, there's throws going on all over the place. Kingfisher just threw away. What was that? A tack squad or a scout squad? That was a tack squad. No, it wasn't. It was a scout squad. Yeah, the tack squad that was called down was turned into a stern guard. That was a scout squad. Very strange. No drain life, which is a little bit odd. So Kingfisher is actually going to be the one going tier 3. Interesting. I don't know about the second CSM. I understand why he's gone for it. He wants more focus fire to kill the Force Commander and also to counter the scouts, but I just don't know if that was really necessary. Like, I don't know. I see the Raptors going around with 3 models and no AC, and I just wondered maybe they could be used a bit more in the mainline fights. They could punish the scouts quite badly. And if you had Drain Life on the CL, then you could kill the CL by Drain Lifing him and then hitting him in melee. Wait, really? Did Kingfisher just go tier 3 to get a Dreadnought, or did he cancel it? Man, he was nearly tier 3. He probably should have just stuck with it. There's a lot of VPs left in this game. Strange. And TheCrydd should probably be going tier 3 right now. I really don't like TheCrydd's decision to go for the Mark of Zenith Dreadnought. There's no way that was needed. Not when you're a Chaos Lord, so you've got Khorne worship. There's no way. More grenades here with aggressive Raptor play. Perhaps not realising quite how close he was to the base there, getting shot by the base turrets. Good he got out without losing any models, so I say. Sternguard shooting him on retreat. Should be fine though. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. We got the Mantle of Hate now. Drain life ability. I mean, this FC should die pretty quick. Okay, so the creator went full investment. Wow. And that Drain Life probably going to get the kill. Yep. Kingfisher didn't expect that. Very greedy, to be honest, from Kingfisher, teleporting in there, trying to get some battle cry specials off from the Zinchka Space Marines. I don't really think that was necessary. There's no way he'd have had the HP to actually... Jesus, man. There's no way he would have had the HP to actually kill any models there. No way. I'm on a coffee detox day today, and I am fucking feeling it, let me tell you. It'll have to be 50 push-ups after this cast for sure. Really shocked not to see any GL ticks. Imagine going 2 times ticks against 3 times scouts and you never get any grenade launchers. That just seems crazy to me, not gonna lie. I feel like TheCrydd is blobbing up way too much right now. And indeed, Kingfisher did cancel it. Okay, so the Dreadnought came down here, and that's why Krydd is now blobbing everything to the other side. He's got a Mark of Tzeentch Havoc coming out. I think there was definitely an opportunity for both of these players to get to tier 3, but that might now have passed. It might just be one of them games where you just spam walkers until the VPs run out, basically. Still, no aspiring champion on the Raptor squad. All game. No AC. Why, Krydd? Why do you hate the AC? Perhaps he just feels he loses them too much, ends up ruining his economy, having to pay for the power to get him back. I don't really find that I lose the aspiring champion that often, actually, on my Raptors. So the last cannon's positioned quite nice here. Not only is it covering the flank beautifully, but it does have the garrison for protection. The only problem is the Space Marine Dreadnought does have that underflung... Oh my god, look at that Drain Life, and the Librarian just rips him to pieces! The Dreadnought is now getting engaged in melee, but the last cannon just takes the garrison. Unfortunately, right now it is not shooting at the right target. It's shooting the Force Commander, so Krydd needs to get rid of the Force Commander so that the last cannon will actually shoot at the Dreadnought. It should be rotating now from the window. What is it doing? Is there no window on the other side? Yeah, there is. It's right there. What the heck, last cannon? Sort yourself out, mate. That was terrible. Terrible. But, I mean, he won the engagement. No models lost. Literally 0. Except heretics, perhaps. But who cares? They're heretics. Will we see a sneaky grenade? That's what you gotta do. You want to get as close as possible. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the Emperor used. That does buff the damage of the grenades, and look at that. Man, are they gonna wipe them? Surely not. No, they're not gonna wipe, but that is pretty brutal. That's really expensive. Yeah, you just gotta be so fast on your micro. When you've got those side capping units against Space Marines, you know that there's a chance you're gonna get a grenade thrown in your ass out of nowhere. So you got to be cycling between them and your main army constantly whilst you're capping. Unless, of course, you've seen their scouts and you know they're not there. So you got to also mentally keep track of them. Love this Drain Life. I mean, it's just completely hard countering the Force Commander. Makes his teleport rather useless. And because of that, the Force Commander can't just run onto the Havoc and disrupt it, and so the Dreadnought is just useless. Just gets taken out by the last cannon. Easy. I've actually got a Blood Crusher for Krydd. That's interesting. I wonder why he went for that. I mean, presumably going to be sending that and guarding a side point from scouts just to get some sort of VP support, but I don't know. I feel like you might as well just get a Dreadnought. It's not that much more expensive in Wreck. I'd have probably tried to rat a bit longer there with the scouts, to be honest, before retreating. I mean, these heretics are super low on HP. If you can just hit them with your fire on the move and essentially stop them from getting this decap, then you might win the game, because there's only 8 VPs left. I didn't even realise. What's going on here? Yeah, he's going to have time to cap over there, but he's not... Oh my god. Oh, he's not got time. He's not got time. It's over! Wow, TheCrydd, no man. Oh, I feel bad for the TheCrydd. This was clearly his game. Kingfisher just replaced the Dreadnought, but you've seen how useless the last Dreadnought was. I mean, there's no way that Kingfisher can take the army versus army fights. The Force Commander was teleporting in a bit short. If he teleported all the way to the back of the engagement to tie up the devs from the start, well, the Havocs, then the Chaos Lord wouldn't be nearby to use the Drain Life. It is quite a short range ability. He'll at least tie up the Havocs for a bit, but basically I don't think Kingfisher should have been taking those army versus army fights. He was winning with a side capping game anyway, so he should have just kept doing that, and I guess he won because of the side capping regardless, because obviously this composition right here, way stronger for the TheCrydd. He's never going to lose an army versus army fight, but nevertheless he loses the VP fight and so loses the game. There you go, a bit of that FCCL action. Don't typically see the triple scouts in this matchup, I must admit, but yeah, they look frustrating to deal with. The one thing I'd say to TheCrydd, if you're going to be facing that again, get a GL tick, and shit, slap an AC on the GL ticks as well. Then at least you're not going to die instantly to grenades if they ever get overextended. But I think that will help you quite a lot. And don't fade the Raptor AC either. Don't fade it, boys. Don't fade it. That's going to be all from your boy Torpid this time. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Torpid signing out.